Alright, so I'm back, and today we are going to take a look at the Fansproject LER01 Columpio with drip hand. And this is the they're not sludge figure. And here's a look at the instruction booklet, all that stuff. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty positive the guy I got this from sent me the little axe that goes to dry pan, but I can't seem to find it anywhere, so I don't know what happened. It's AWOL at the moment, so we're gonna do this review without it. So yeah. So here he is in his robot mode. Really nice robot mode. I really like this. Again, Fansproject really is putting their own spin on the Dinobots and making them look unique and really awesome. So I really like it. Now, apparently, one huge thing that everyone's been complaining about with this particular figure is the fact that his legs are like super wobbly, but thanks to the guy I got it from, Mr. Lant, mine are not that bad. They're actually pretty solid, so I have no issues on that whatsoever. And that makes it a better figure. Now, I can't sit here and give him a bad rating because his legs are super floppy, because mine aren't. I just have to call it as I see it. I know that it was fixed. So, you know, if you guys are going to buy this figure, be prepared to have to throw a little nail polish on the hip joints to make them a little bit more solid. So we're going to take a look at his accessories. So first off, we're going to look at the drip hand figure. So here he is. He's another one of those little mini Target Master type deals. Now he, again, like I said, he's supposed to come with an axe. I can't seem to find it. I'm pretty sure I saw it when I opened the box, but I can't seem to locate it at the moment. So, yeah. So just imagine he's got a little axe. Yeah, little axe. I know I had it somewhere. I don't know. You can take this piece here and fold it over, and he's got like a little helmet doohickey thing going on. That's okay. Again, he's got, like the other one, he's got this big bar coming off the back. I really wish you could detach this and make it into like a joust or a club or something. I think that would really have worked out really well. So he does have a little shield, and like I said, he's supposed to have a little axe. Something that off to the side. It's pretty cool. It's just got a little porthole there that plugs into this port right here. You just plug it in and he's good to go. And then for posability, his head does swivel. Shoulders are on ball joints inside the body, and then there's also a hinge here, so he gets a pretty good range of motion there. Double bend elbows, so good range of motion there. Nothing at the waist. Hips are on ball joints, knees are on ball joints, and the foot has a little bit of a toe pivot there. So he's a pretty posable little guy, and I do like that. He's pretty awesome. Again, I don't think they needed to do these for this set, but they did. Kind of throwback to the original Diaclone Dinobots, which all had little riders. So, and I know the exclusive ones have different ones as well. So to transform it, you just flip this forward, fold up the arms, and then they just kind of go up here. There's a little peg hole there that this will peg into. Do the same thing on this side, just like so. Take the legs here and they just fold up. And then you take this piece here and it just folds out. Do the same thing over here. And when you get it right, these two pegs will kind of peg together. And then you can fold out this piece here like that. And kind of keep things pegged together the best you can. It's giving me a little bit of a hard time. There we go. And you can take the shield here and it just plugs right in here. And there you go. It's like a pickaxe. It's pretty cool. I'm bringing him out. You can take the pickaxe and just open up his hand, and it just goes in there. You close the fingers, and he holds it. It's pretty loose, but he does hold it. So that's cool. I like this. This weapon kind of pulls off the whole weapon vibe a little bit better than the big battle axe for the other guy, because it's just the handle is set too small. But this works pretty well. I like it. And he does have a port right here, so if you don't want him to hold it, you can find a porthole somewhere. Let's see, like here on his shin calf thing, and just kind of plug it in there if you want to. And then to transform this guy back, you just pull the shield off, fold up the little blade thing, rotate the legs out. These will fold down. These will fold down. This will fold back. You can plug his shield into his arm, and he's back to being robot mode. And yeah, it's a pretty decent little target master type thing. So I like it. Setting him off to the side. We've spent way too much time on him. And now we're going to take a look at, let's see, he's got this big blaster here. You can flip out the handle here, like so. And he's got the little bayonet thing that just flips forward, or you can have it back. I always flip it forward for him to hold it. And then you just plug it into his hand, which he very, very loosely holds. As you can see, it just comes out, which is disappointing. I was talking to somebody last night, and I think what it is that Fansproject never really has never really dealt with opening hands like this before with regular figures. I know their combiners had it, but these guys, the regular figures, didn't ever really have that. So I think they're still trying to work out the kinks on that. So I hope their swoop does better. And then his sword here, you can plug that into his hand. Again, same problem, but for him, you can kind of take this little sheath thing and put it underneath his little forearm, and he holds it much better than their other Dinobot that I just reviewed. And it looks alright. Or it looks pretty awesome, actually. It's unfortunate that he can't hold his gun, but at least he can hold his sword. So yeah, getting that out of the way. Poseability wise, you can see he's still a little unstable. You can take these back Dino feet here and just kind of bring them down and make bigger heel spurs. That will help a little bit. If you do it like that. I mean, it works. He still has some problems standing, but it works. His head is on a ball joint, so it looks around, a little up, a little down, a little bit of a side-to-side rocker. Not too much though. Shoulders are on ball joints, so it goes all the way around. Gets a little hindered when you go in the back because of the Dino wings. Up and down, swivels right here at the bicep. Double bend elbows. Hands do not rotate. That's disappointing. The other one's hands rotated. His do not. And then the fingers do open and close. Hips are on ball joints. So the up, down, in, and out. Good range of motion there. There's a thigh swivel. Bends at the knee pretty far. Again, he gets a little hindered because of the size of his feet and all the stuff on the back. He's got his knee pads kind of move up and down to kind of give him a little bit more clearance if he needed to. And then the foot is on a ball joint, but it's just more or less the toe. So you basically have to get him in a stance you like and just kind of go with that. So yeah, he's pretty awesome. I do dig it. To transform him, he's infinitely better than the other one when it comes to the transformation because it's a lot smoother. What you want to do here is you want to take these shoulders here and slide them down, and they just kind of go into the body. Pull the arms forward, and then you want to take the forearm here, open this up. This will rotate in, and then this will close up, and you fold the foot up, like so. Nothing really locks in, but it holds very well, so you don't have to worry about that. And this is not like the TFC Predacons where you have something in their hand and they're attached to a little tiny panel on the top. So this works for me. It works pretty well. Then you want to take this little black piece here, open this up, and you can see it just opens up just the tiniest bit. It won't go out any further, but you don't need it to. So you just close that up, snap that back into place. Then you can take the Dino head here, just that tabs in. Then you take these wings here and you fold these out, and these will just collapse in, and everything just lines up. Nothing, it kind of tabs in right here with this tab, and it holds pretty well. Again, I just got to mention this chrome here is really nice, and it's almost, you can almost mix it up with metal. It's really solid. It's really nice. I like it. Then you want to pull the tail out a little bit, and then rotate the leg up on itself. Now here is where you want to make sure you're bending this top knee and not the bottom knee. And the top knee does lock in, or it's got a more solid ratchet in there, so it doesn't like to move as much. And then you gotta just line up. There's a tab here, a tab there, and then on the inside there's a slot here, and a slot there, and a tab there. And that tab will kind of line up right into this spot. So you just kind of gotta line them up, get them right, and plug them in, like so. And then you can rotate the tail over like this. And then from here you can pull out the tip, and it comes out like that. So, same thing over here. Open that up. And you just kind of gotta finagle this just right, and As you can see, it's giving me a little bit of trouble here, but you can get it. Just like so. Flip this out. And now we got everything kind of lined up, and you just kind of have to start pushing things into place. Like so. Flip the little back Dino feet down. These two will... I can't tell if this is the right side that it's supposed to be on. I watched some videos and they have the little tabs on the opposite sides. And then instructions have them on this side, and it's kind of weird, but I just tab those together, and then that just kind of sits like that. And then these will come down, and there you have them in Dino mode. Much smoother transition than their other attempt, their second attempt at Dinobots, but it still pays off in the end. I think this looks like a really good Dinobot without it being overly complicated to the point where I can't get it. And you know, it's a nice updated feel to the figure, or to the character as well. So that's also real nice. Posability wise, tail does nothing really. It kind of has a little bit of wiggle, but I don't think it's really supposed to. The back leg is on a ball joint, so up, down, all that good stuff. It does have a knee bend here. Foot rotates, same on both sides. Shoulders are on ball joints, so they go all the way around. They can go forward. There is a bicep swivel, double bend knee, and then the foot can pivot a little bit, but you don't want to go too far because then you're going to break up the look of it. And then his neck has a ball joint right here at the base, ball joint at the second spot, ball joint at the third spot, ball joint at the fourth spot, fifth, and the sixth. So he's actually got an incredibly ball jointed posable neck. So he can look left, he can look right, he can look up, he can look down. It works pretty well. And then the mouth does open a little bit. That's as far as it'll go. Kind of watch your fingers on these teeth. They are pretty sharp. So yeah. And then you could take like a sword if you wanted to. You can plug it into like here for storage. You can take the gun, fold this all up, and you can store that back here. And then you can take these feet here and just take them and rotate them back like so if you wanted to. And then you take your little dude and he can kind of stand in here like that. So again, so he's like he's riding him into battle, which is cool. It's better than the Optimus, you know, from Age of Extinction. Optimus is not that small to ride a Dinobot. So yeah, there you go. That's his Dino mode. It's really awesome. I really dig it. And then we'll go back to robot mode. So you just want to untab these things and break up the legs and rotate this down, and you kind of have to rotate and then a little bit and then pull the tail in before you can actually do everything. There's a little tab right there that'll plug into this little slot right in there like so. Flip this up and then this will rotate around, and that's his foot. do the same thing over here. So you want to rotate it a little bit and then move the tail in. Then you can rotate it the rest of the way. Flip the foot around. This will turn around. Tab in. Flip that around. Like so. And then there is a tab right there. I'll plug into this hole right there. Flip these back pieces out like this, and then you can just rotate this in, fold the arms down, and then they slide up. Flip this piece down, and there's the hand. Flip this piece down, and there's the hand. This piece here will just unsnap, and just slide onto the back. This chest piece will open up, and you just kind of have to... This is the hardest part of the transformation right here, is getting the head out. There we go. Like so. Alright. Oh, and he does have a little bit of a ab crunch there, too. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Like I said, he's just a little unstable, but not terrible. But there you go. And then for comparisons, here he is next to the classic Seeker mold. Again, I'm thinking this works really well. And here he is with the iGear Seeker. And this doesn't work as well, but this works pretty well. So, and here he is with the MP Prowl. So, he kind of works, but not. I mean, he should be bigger, but it kind of works. Their Dino modes work pretty well. And here he is with Springer, and this works really well. Because, yeah, he's still over a head taller. And here he is with his buddy. You see how they stack up? He is to the head a little bit taller, but he's got more mass to him, so it's working. And I know some people are like, well, this dinosaur should be bigger than this dinosaur. Well, they're robot dinosaurs, alien robot dinosaurs that are based off of designs from back before we knew what dinosaurs really looked like. So cut them a little bit of slack. Of course, they're not going to be in scale with one another. Otherwise, Swoop's going to be dinky little dinosaur, and Grimlock will be like the second smallest or something like that. Stuff like that always kind of bug me, and because everyone's like, well, Grimlock's a T-Rex. T-Rexes are huge. Well, Grimlock had 3 fingers. That's an Allosaurus. I'm sorry, that's not a Tyrannosaurus. Allosauruses had the 3 fingers. T-Rexes had 2. I'm not that much of a geek when it comes to dinos, but I do know that, and I also know that if they were going to make them in scale with one another, they're going to be all over the place. So it just doesn't work that way. Anyway, here he is, and this is the final time we will see the Toy World's Roar figure here. He's being shipped off today. So. And then here is the MP Grimlock. And again, I as of right now, the MP Grimlock is working really, really well with these guys. So yeah, and it actually is really fitting because he's going to be gone. So I'm going to have these three Dinobots, which were the first Dinobots. Swoop and Snarl. Yeah, Snarl. Swoop and Snarl came later, if you remember correctly. These three were the first three, so it's kind of fitting that those three are the ones I'm going to have. And I think they all look great together. I think they really, really look great. I'm really happy with this, with these Fansproject dinos. So, for rating on Columpio, he's got a little bit of stability issues. Even after somebody else fixed the legs, he still has some stability issues. He has the same issues of not being able to really hold his weapons very well. Which I could fix, but I shouldn't have to. When these things are about $100 a piece, I shouldn't have to fix anything. They should just be good to go. But his transformation is smoother than his, so that's very, very appreciated. And that chrome is just gorgeous on these things. Yeah, it's like some chrome I'm always afraid that's gonna flake off, but I really don't see that with this stuff. It's really, really good chrome. So, all in all, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I think he's a better attempt. He's a better attempt than him. Again, this is me rating him without me having seen how bad the legs really were in hand. So I can't fault him for something that's not an issue. So if the legs were really floppy, he'd probably be an 8 out of 10 like he was. I actually still like him better than him, but as a figure, I think he's a more solid figure. And I know that's really, really strange that I like him better than him, but his transformation just is so terrible. He just looks awesome. I really love the way this guy looks. So anyway, so yeah, 9 out of 10. I think this is a pretty solid figure. I'm all in on the Fansproject dinos now. Sign me up for them. I will be getting them. I think they're doing 6. So there's probably one that I will probably be skipping on, because in my world there are 5 Dinobots and there are 6 Constructicons, not 5. 5 Dinobots, 6 Constructicons. Let's kind of keep this going. So if Hasbro, if you decide, I know one of the current rumors is that Titan Class Devastator we're supposedly getting is going to be is potentially going to be a 5 bot combiner. Hasbro, you're going to make an enemy out of me. I'm going to be pissed. Like I said, there are 5 dinos. There are 6 Constructicons. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. They're supposed to be doing Swoop next. I'm really hoping that Swoop in robot mode stands as tall as these guys. Because, I mean, ideally, I would love to have Dinobots all about the same height. As opposed to, one being taller. I mean, the Grimlock, yeah, he's taller than these guys. It still kind of works, but I would prefer him a little shorter when it comes to this scale. Because in the show, they were all about the same size in robot mode. So yeah. There you go. Columpio Sludge. I think he's pretty awesome. I recommend getting him. So, and I'm really glad that these guys don't combine. Really glad. Anyway.